Hi, my name is Duane Zobrist. I'm with Greenbrier Outfitters, and I'm really happy to have been asked to give a quick uh, recap of my experience with Fountainhead Capital and Chris Hearn. I have to tell you, in May of 2016, I got a call that no one wants to hear. One of our long-term contracts had decided they were not going to renew our location, and we were going to be stuck with significant equipment, about 125 golf carts and about 500 bicycles that we didn't know where they were going to go. We immediately began looking for another property that we could partner with in order to put that equipment out for rent. However, we were unable to find anything on the small island where we worked. We found a piece of property that was for sale. However, it was not an inexpensive piece of property. We were dealing in a fairly exclusive island on one of the barrier islands in Florida, Gasparilla Island. So once we found the property, the challenge really started, which is how are we going to finance the property? We went to a couple of banks, and we really weren't able to come to terms on their deals. They wanted too much down for more down really than we were able to offer. The best though is we then found 504 loans. So we started talking to banks about 504 loans. Two banks came back to me and said, "Oh my gosh, this property absolutely does not qualify for a 504. It's in a historic district. You can't do it." I posted in a private network for CEOs, Young Presidents Organization, in their real estate network, and came across Chris that way. Chris called me and he said, "Yeah, listen, let me look at it. This might be something we're interested in doing." Sure enough, they were interested in doing it. And what followed was one of the best real estate experiences that I've had, really. Better than a bank, better than dealing with private lenders, definitely. The process started out with Chris saying, "Hey, we're interested in the process, or we're interested in the project." And from then on, everything moved forward quickly. We were able to come up with a closing date. We were able to move through the 504 process, which, by the way, contrary to what the other bank said, the property did qualify for 504. We moved through the 504 process. Chris's team was in touch with me daily. We moved towards a closing date. We were able to really resolve a lot of anxiety that we have being under contract and where we're going to put this equipment. I have to tell you, the service that I got from Fountainhead Capital was better than the service that I have received from our local banks and banks that we've had a long-term relationship with. The service was so great that I've probably sent 4 or 5 referrals to Chris and Fountainhead as well. When another deal comes up that we meet qualifications for a 504, I can promise you Chris is going to be first on our list. It was a great process. It was I just don't know what else to say. It was perfect. It went smoothly from beginning to end. There was great communication. There was great customer service, and they did everything they said they were going to on the date they said they were going to. So thanks, Chris, for giving me the opportunity to tell a little bit about 504 or about Fountainhead and the 504 program.